Twitch with some more Doki Doki Literature Club. I had to look at the name there because this is absolutely batshit. How are you doing? Are you good? Are you happy? Are you enjoying your Sunday as much as you can do when you're locked inside with only a 1 hour walk to fill your day? I hope you're doing well. I've been for a walk today. I'm feeling good. We got people popping up in the chat already. We've got Nilpos, Ashker, Snake Sosa, Joski, Mr. Happy Deadly Stare, sorry. That's lovely. Thank you very much. Maxino999. Let me know in the chat where you're from. It's always nice to hear. You're good? You're happy. That's what's important, right? I've decided to complete this game today. I don't know how long it's going to last, but I'm taking a half day tomorrow. I'll still be doing raw reactions on YouTube. That's something to get excited about. Woo! Go home raw. But yeah, I'm gonna do half day tomorrow, so I'm gonna stay up until this is done. I've already absolutely fucked my sleep pattern, if I'm honest. I've napped quite a lot today. I didn't wake up until about 1 p.m. anyway, and then I was napping by 3 because my sleep pattern is all over the place because of these streams and all of the stuff that we're doing. We've got people in from Swindon. Where are you guys from? Liverpool, Ireland. Here in Ireland, you can't move. You can't go more than 2 kilometres from home unless valid reason. I didn't know that. I saw the Chesterfield. Thanks for complimenting my jumper. It's from the Edinburgh Woolen Mill, where I do all of my shopping because I'm elderly. Cornwall, Wickford, Bournemouth, France. Adam, what the fuck are you doing? Says Ridow. I'm streaming Doki Literature Club, obviously. That's what everyone's doing right now. New Jersey. Glasgow, Aberdeen, Salzburg, Grand Tully, Essex, India, Cork, Darlington. Thanks for everyone joining. Coventry, Brighton, Sheffield, etc., etc., etc. Thanks for coming along. I imagine most of you saw the first half of this stream yesterday, because I don't think you'd be tuning into part 2 if you haven't experienced the great 3.5 hour build to tonight's main event, which is a date between me and my love interest, Yuri. It's going to be really special. You know what? I was gonna sort of take the piss out of myself a little bit and dress up properly for this. Like, I was looking around, I was scrambling through my wardrobe to find a suit to wear, and I was going to light some candles, pour some wine, etc., etc. And then the microphone wasn't working, and I didn't have time to get dressed up. So imagine me in a full tuxedo, is what I'm saying, sipping cognac with... You are Yuri, essentially. We're sat across the table from one another, no more than 2 kilometres apart, I should point out. And this is romance, is what I'm saying. I'm really, really looking forward to it. Stevie goes straight in there. Hello, Adam. How are you? Lovely to see you stream again. Thank you very much, Stephen. It's lovely to see you as always. A Worker, 89. Thank you very much for your subscription. Let me just grab the thing up. How do I find this? Tomo364. Thank you very much also. I'll be getting going in just a couple of minutes. Just let some latecomers into the chat. Oh God, I'm really bad at navigating Streamlabs. It's not my strong point. TGRMST, thank you very much for your subscription. Also, if I didn't say that already. And Grognir, who has just popped up there. Thank you very, very, very much. You missed yesterday, but it's main event time. Yeah, so I'll fill you in. I am desperately in love with the purple-haired one at the back. The purple-haired one at the back. Can't even use the name. Yuri at the back there. The other 3 are mild inconveniences, I would say. I don't mind the one at the front, Monica. She's all right, but they're just sort of getting in the way, especially Monica, getting in the way of me pursuing Yuri in the Literature Club. This will be finished tonight. That's right, Yuri is my dream girl. Sans glasses, but she is very much my dream girl. And if GMTV want to let me on, Aaron Boone, thank you very much. If GMTV want to let me on to talk about Yuri, I will do so at great, great length. A little bit of Monica in your life. A little bit of Yuri. She'll be my wife. And the other two. Don't really care. Adam is high. Yes, I'm not high, unfortunately. Stephen Scodes. Adam, you gorgeous looking man. You do fantastic stuff as always. Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. That's a lovely compliment. I'll give it 1 or 2 more minutes just to get a few people coming in. I don't know how long this is going to last. I say I'm going to finish this tonight, but if it's like an 18-hour game, I probably won't finish it tonight. Let's put a cap on things at midnight. I don't want to go any later than midnight because I want to do stuff tomorrow. I want to go for a walk tomorrow. Even if I'm not doing a full day at work, I'm going to try and keep busy. I'm going to clean my flat because it's a state in here. Blue Digital Plague, thank you very much also. A reminder before we start, if you've got an Amazon Prime account, you can subscribe for free here to us on Twitch. Won't cost you a penny, gives us a couple of quid, massively helps out during these very, very difficult times. We are now less than a week away from WrestleMania. Joseph, thank you very much. In fact, by this time, next week, Drew by Design, thank you very much. Wank after the stream? Not you, Drew, me. Are you ready for what makes this game awesome? Here we go. It's going to do it. There you go, Austin with the link there. Twitch.amazon.com/TP if you're in the US. I imagine that's .co.uk if you're in the UK. I don't know how it works. Sydney, love you, Adam. I hope you're having a great night and staying safe and healthy. Going to love the insanity that happens tonight. Sexy insanity, Sydney. This time next week we'll have experienced night 1 of WrestleMania. The matches have seemingly all been shuffled around. Like it was revealed a bunch of matches that were going to happen on the Saturday and on the Sunday. Apparently that's no longer really the case. WWE have taken it down, so who knows what we're getting on each night. Maybe we'll find out on Raw tomorrow night, live streaming on YouTube. Maybe we'll find out on NXT. I'm going to do NXT. Or do I do AEW? Should I fuck it? Let's just put it to a poll right now. Before we start, we've got 1 minute. Poll. Which do I stream? My preference, I think, is AEW. But there's going to be some NXT TakeOver caliber matches coming. So I'm tempted by NXT. But I'm going to put it to you guys. Let's see what we're doing. Ross Kentish, hope you had a good day today. Are you still doing WrestleMania reactions? Yes, we are. We're going to be revealing how we're going to do those later this week when we do the predictions. They are going to happen. Obviously, we're not going to be able to be in the same room. Yeah, we'll tell you a little bit later in the week, but we'll get it done. You dirty ticket. Thank you, Tanko the Batman. I don't know what a dirty ticket is, but thanks for your subscription. I'll be your dirty ticket. NXT is shit, Adam, says Ryan. Sent you an email yesterday, Adam. Hope everyone at Cultaholic is doing great, man. I'm still working through my emails, so it'll be Tuesday now until I get to finishing the emails. I think I've got less than 100 to get through now. Do not read chat. I'm going to read the chat if I want to read the chat. What are you guys voting for? Oh, it's tight, isn't it? I think NXT is just going to win this. But Dynamite. You know what? I'm tempted. Oh, NXT's won. NXT has won. It's so close. Because it's so close, I'm really tempted to do both. Maybe watch them back to back. If I can get NXT straight away afterwards, like I'll live stream AEW on Fight, and then even though everyone will have seen it, I'll do NXT afterwards. Is that going to really fuck me up for the rest of the week? I'll figure it out. But NXT is the winner. Maybe I'll do both. It's only 4 hours, isn't it? And I could get a copy where I can just skip the ads as well on whichever one I do second. Should we do that? Might do that. Hashtag ignore the vote. Hashtag embrace fascism. Right, without any further ado, I'm going to drink a little bit of Pepsi Max. Watch them at the same time. You have 2 eyes. Okay. Do you have any self-regret today about playing this game? Like this will be a part of your history? Listen, pal. Thule96. The stuff that I've done on camera over not just my time at Cultaholic, What Culture, but even before that, I am unemployable at this point. Nobody's going to be... If any potential employer, if I had to get a job tomorrow, well, Tesco are hiring. They want tens of thousands. Thank you very much, Hester. But if any potential employer searched my name and saw me in the bath with ice blocks surrounding me, down in hot sauce, doing that, I'm fucked. I'll need another billboard and a name change via deed poll. Back-to-back Pachiti is one of my favourite Pachitis, only second to narrator Pachiti. Whew. Thank you very much, El Tanguito. Tanguito? Instead of getting the cat excited, you're going to be getting the chicken excited. I have no idea what that means. Getting the chicken excited. Oh, get the throbbing cock excited. Here we go. Unemployable Pachiti. Without any further ado, we're going to do this. Oh, it's the Undertaker popping up for some reason. Oh, H. Your Tequila. Are you the Undertaker's undefeated streak at WrestleMania? Because I'm about to conquer you tonight. Sexy, sexy stuff by Hjorth Tequila, who I can only assume then is Brock Lesnar. Thanks for tuning in, Brock. Say hi to Paul from me and Sable. And he doesn't have any other friends, does he? It's just those two. It's just those two. I'll just check that I've not missed anything before we get going. Hester, yes. Drew. Joseph, yeah, I think I've said thank you to everyone who's been generous enough to subscribe to the Twitch channel. So, let's unpause the chat. Let's unmute the desktop audio. Already unemployable? How about a fetching neck tattoo? Fetching neck tattoo. Come on, Adam, talk. I need to do a lot of talking today. I love the music. Here we are. So, imagine if it's deleted we're there. It's all good. Time to do some reading. Hint, you can use the skip button to fast forward through the text you've already read. Okay. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri is clearly an introvert and also an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a little bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club early the other day. We're a little bit worried about Sayori, who perhaps has a bit of an interest in Adam Pachisi, but he has eyes for someone else, and her name is Yuri. Senator Bernie Sanders, thank you very much. Cheers. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything, but I've been worried about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? Yes! Yes, it is. I decide to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her I'm coming over, much like we've done in the past. Once I reach Sayori's house, I knock on the door before entering it myself. Again, we used to play so often that we've made it a bit of a habit of simply entering each other's houses like we're family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her bedroom, where I finally find her. And there she is. The big, horny cow. Sayori? Hi, Adam. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell that she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is as messy as it's always been. I also recognise the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she's had for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you suddenly wanted to come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but... Wait, how did you know that? Sayori had already left by the time that we decided that last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about this festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Of course, but I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan to meet up or anything. So it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Thank you very much for whatever triggered that hype train there. Choo-choo, woo-woo. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behaviour is really uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something's wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Adam. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have been worried about me at all. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world decided to have you come over today. It just wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Adam. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really just going to make me say it, aren't you, Adam? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, J. Luke just subscribed. The thing is, thank you very much, J. Luke. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring to waste by having them spend it on me? Tanko, thank you very, very much. Going forward, could you live stream reactions on Twitch with the swears and do the edited vid for YouTube? I'm sure many would love it. I'm sure many would, but it's a big no because it would take extra time to go. You basically, I'd have to get an editor to watch through, find me being selfish enough to swear, and then cut it, upload it, metadata, all the other stuff. Everybody's so busy that unfortunately it's not feasible. I apologise, but thank you for liking me saying the words shit, cunt, fuck, you shit, cunt, fuck. Back to Sayori. Thank you very much, Spo23. That's what it feels like. And that's why I just want to make everyone happy, without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't even figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me in the entire time that I've known her? Did she really want so badly for me to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Why is it that you've never told me about this? It almost feels like I'm being betrayed as your close friend. What a shitty thing for Adam to say. She's just poured her heart out. She's got depression. Yeah, it is your fault, Sayori, you selfish fucking cunt. Unbelievable. Because if I knew, I would have done everything I could to support you. There you go. Even if there's only so much that I could do, I would have tried a little bit harder to make every day a little better for you. That is why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand at all, Adam. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, then you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet. When people try to care about me, it feels nice sometimes. But it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I wanted so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and get closer with everyone in the club, it feels like a spear. Spear going through my heart. So that's why. That's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path leads to nothing but hurt. You're right, I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. But I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you stop hurting, that is what I will do. No, Adam. There's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could have helped is if everything could be like it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streak Tears streamed down Sayori's face. No, streak works, doesn't it? I made you join the literature club because I was selfish, and I was punished by my heart hurting in a way that I couldn't understand. And now you came here and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish, that's all I am. And that's why I'm going to accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I once again grab Sayori's shoulders. This time, I pull her into a tight embrace. Oh, what's happening here? Oh! Oh! Adam! Sayori. I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm really happy that you convinced me to join the club. Seeing you every day makes it worthwhile enough. If I make friends with everyone else, then that's just a bonus. Ah. But please never underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Adam, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms being wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her sides. She starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Adam, Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know I care. If you have it in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to change. I'll make these feelings go away. And if there's anything that you need me to do, then you'd better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Gently, Sayori finally puts her arms around me in return. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Adam. The only time I'm not feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain. But your hugs are so warm. And that's really scary too. Sayori lets me go. As she does so, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's going to be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, this has to be the one where I have other plans. Maybe I should cancel... No! Don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. Thank you very much, Bill Fredler. Cheers. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand. But I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. Don't worry too much about it. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? Alright. I look forward to it. See you later. I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. What? Alexa getting involved there? On the way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. Still uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri is about to come over too. I think Sayori is right. I shouldn't be worrying too much. And we're definitely going to have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus on what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Ah! Thank goodness. You're a little early. I'm sorry I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting for a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You always could have texted me. If I'd known, I would have reassured you and hurried more on my way home. I suppose that's true. I didn't think of that for some reason. It should be common sense to do that, but I decided to ignore it. Anyway, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. And did you manage to find everything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it will be fine. I take Yuri to my room. The first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. Yeah, it's clean. It's clean. I'm clean, Yuri. I promise I'm clean. I cleaned it before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. Ah, no. I would be really embarrassed for my room to be a mess while you were here. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah, that would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine. It's fine. Fucking hell. Close call there with a flashlight. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both of her hands firmly in her lap, as if she's making sure she's keeping track of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned on taking it that far. Of course. I want to help take our guests to a faraway place, although many will stop just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great! It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. Ugh! Intense? I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Is that so? That makes me feel relieved. And kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be so anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on my way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that'd be really neat. What's that wooden thing, though? Playing dumb. Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential for fuck. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Ah, is that so? It's one of my favourite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch on the bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapour begins to spout through a small hole on the top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is that one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotions and help you feel them and Jasmine enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. That was a mouthful. Oi oi. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think that would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable. But you seem to know a lot more about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Hell. Did you purchase the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I'd like to do is write a different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut pieces of ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eye of those passing by the room. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's a marker, Adam. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting the ribbons. Ah, alright. Sitting on the floor together, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches into her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is gently tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well... Embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're gonna think it's weird. Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out, yeah, I promise. Alright, the thing is, I'm kind of into knives. Okay? They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Thank you very much, WhoFan1150. I don't know what it is. The combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Oh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. Not at all. J. Yuri White. Breathe with the poems. Breathe with the poems. What does that mean? Okay. Breathe with the poems. You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. Thank you very much, by the way, Jay. It's just funny how nervous you got about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Please don't stab me in the cock. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression once again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where do you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness, I feel the point of the knife with my index finger. Ow! Adam! Why did you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. This knife is extremely sharp. Thank you very much, Spabby. It can cut through skin like it's paper. Oh, no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. Ah, she stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash off now. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her Okay. Without warning, Yuri puts my finger in her mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh! Please, forgive me. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head, her face burning up. Yuri? That's the most embarrassing thing I've done, says Yuri. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was just trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. Ugh! She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a stupid thing to do, but I do it anyway. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. Adam! Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of the jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Adam. Yuri giggles shyly. Huh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was just a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We each resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all out side by side. It looks better than I expected and will be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great! Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. What paint tablets? Ah, that's right. One of the items Yuri had asked me to buy was a kit of watercolour paint tablets, right? We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? Of course not. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill up the cups too much, it will be too diluted. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than full-size glasses. I put them on a plate to catch any paint that drips, and then bring it back into my room. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve, pulling it back over her arm. Ah, nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablets, dropping them into the cups. So, I thought we would do something simple that would look really nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colours for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Ah, neat. What are you going to write? Well, it would be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. After rolling out the banner, Yuri and I kneel on opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colours across the banner to serve as a colour guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolours feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels too childish. No, I didn't mean it like that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, it is fun. I'm glad you feel that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend time with one other person. Even if it's something simple, like reading. It doesn't matter if we don't talk much. It doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes me... Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? Even if Yuri and I are quite different, I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone can make me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. Thank you very much. I knew you'd understand. Let me just grab that up. Glad I didn't miss too much goodness of Twitch Dad Pachiti narrating a lovely manga story. Oh, anime face, which I won't be doing. Thank you very much, Otmarand as well, and Kitsuneroku. I can't pronounce that. Cheers. I didn't get the breathe with the poems. Did I miss that? Breathe with the poem. Oh, did they say that yesterday and I've just forgotten? Okay. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Kya! What is that? Kya! I think it's like that. Kya! Sorry! Yuri reels back and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. Sorry, I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. Ah, your face! There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then I dampen it with a little hot water. I return to my room and kneel back down in front of her. Oh, here we go. Here. Really? If she's licked my fingers, I should be licking her face, if anything. I pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry, I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? Just for a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognise from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, halfway through slightly parted lips. What's happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil giving me this dizzy feeling?
Yuri's gentle fingers wrapped around my wrist, sending a tingling sensation through my arm. And suddenly, her face seems to be much closer to mine than it was just a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that has just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my own brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finish filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? That's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. Phew. Yeah. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume that you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad that we managed to get everything done. I see. I am too. I was a little concerned about time. I need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping that we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done. Right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all of her things, Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely gets the opportunity to spend time with friends in such a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean that this is the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out the front door. Thank you very much for having me today. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need for me to bring tomorrow. I will. Well then. Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait. I kind of say that without thinking. About today. It's fine that we didn't have as much time as we wanted, because we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Oh, I forgot, you don't like going out much. As I stumble over my words, Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so you're very thoughtful, Adam. Yuri takes a step closer to me, and then briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Silence. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? But I don't even get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori! Huh? Hi Adam! Sayori! Just now we weren't... It's okay, Adam. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I'm already on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Fucking hell. The fucking cock blocking going on in this game. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me really happy that you've made such good friends. That's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me? Why am I feeling this way, Adam? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. This would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Adam. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori, what I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something that I wouldn't trade for anything else. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. I put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Adam. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Adam, I like you so much that I want to die. Fucking hell. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in my own. Do you remember how I said I always know what's best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all of your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now, and that is what I'm going to give to you. Fuck. I know. No, I'm not gonna dick around Yuri. It would be wrong at this point to mislead her in any way, so she's my dearest friend. You will always be my dearest friend. What you need most is for things to be like they have always been. Monica told me the truth. She told me how much happier you seemed after I joined the club. I know you're struggling with some really difficult feelings right now, but please trust me that I know what's best, and what will make you happy in the end. I promise I'll help get things back to the way they were. I see. Sayori forces a smile through an incredibly pained expression. Is this what it feels like to get stabbed in the chest? I should write a poem about this. Sayori, it's okay. This is just my punishment, remember? For being so selfish. So please don't worry about these stupid feelings. I know you're right. I knew this the whole time, that there's no happiness down that path. That's why I came here, just so I could get the answer I needed to hear. And the other thing, you were also right that I just wanted to go back to the way it was. I realise that now. You really do know me better than anyone, Adam. I'd trust you with anything. Anything at all. So... Sayori's smile finally breaks. All of a sudden, she turns around and drops to her knees. Ah! Sorry, neighbours. Fucking hell. Clutching her head with both hands, she screams as loudly as she can. I'm so shocked that I don't know how to react. Sayori looks over her shoulder and flashes me one more weak smile before turning around and running off. Sayori! I'm left helplessly standing in front of my house. Why am I feeling so horrible about this? There's nothing more that I could have done. The most I can do is support Sayori through her feelings and help her on the path that's right. But I'm having as much trouble understanding Sayori's feelings as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should be doing something more, or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things are back the way they were. I'm going to give it everything I've got. Sayori will always be my dearest friend, and I'll do whatever it takes to put a smile on her face every day. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this to be the one where I'd be walking to school with Sayori, but Sayori isn't answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her up, but decided that's a little too much. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted is dry, and I gently rolled it up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably feel the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I can spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be great too. Monica bends over. Adam! You're the first one here. Thanks for being early. That's funny, I thought at least Yuri would be here by now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks in the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared to have all the poems we're performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that's the one I'll be performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Yeah, she overslept again. That dummy. You'd think that on days this important, she'd try a little harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday, and I suddenly feel awful, knowing it's not nearly that simple for her. I only said it because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. You should take a little responsibility for her, Adam. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer, embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about it that quickly? About how I basically turned down her confession? That makes me seem like the bad guy here. But I'm the one who knows what's best for her, right? Jeez, you don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but for some reason I felt a chill down my spine after hearing that. Monica bends over. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nice. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid out on the desks. Oh yeah, they really did. Something like this will definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poem is neatly printed on its own page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognise Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped to Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one that I haven't read before. Oh fuck. Get out of my head. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. You love it, 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 you love it. Get out of my head, 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 get out of my head. Get out of my head before I do what... Oh, fucking hell. Get out of my head before I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she said to me. Get out of my head before I show you how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Adam? What's wrong? Nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm going to get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? Fucking hell. I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls that out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried a little bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to at least wait for her or help wake her up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes her feel really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things will be the same as they always have been. That's all she needs, and what I want to give to her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Like yesterday, I open the door and let myself in. Fucking hell, I want to get security here. Okay, it's going to take a 1 minute break. Sayori! That was hardly a minute, was it? She really is a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house. Isn't that more like something a boyfriend would do? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori! Wake up, dummy! There's no response. I really didn't want to have to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Say, oh my fucking god! Fuck me. Alright. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? Fucking hell, guys. It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this can be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what's best and that everything will be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? How could I be so helpless? What did I do wrong? Turning down her confession, that has to have been what pushed her over the edge. Her agonised scream still echoes in my ears. Why did I do that to her when she needed me the most? Why was I so selfish? This is my fault. My swarming thoughts keep telling me everything I could have done to prevent this. If I just spent more time with her, walked her to school, and gave her what I know she wanted out of our relationship, then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend. Someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I do can bring her back. This isn't some game where I can reset and try something different. I had only one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers, but I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I can never take it back. Never. 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 Oh, fucking hell. What the fuck? And it's corrupted. It's corrupted Sayori there. What was that fucking file? There was a thing there. Should I click the top up? There was a thing that said check a game file, and I can't remember what it is. Right, how do we do screen share on this? Let me just set this up so you can see it, because there was a fucking thing, and I bet that's in the... Click the top option. Okay, I'll just... No, I'm going to go into the game file. I think I've... Display capture. Display capture. Right. See if you guys can see that. Where was it? Remember that? It's been a while. I put it on desktop. DDLC. Game? Oh, I'm not... No, I'm just going to go back into the thing. I'll go back into the... Because I can't remember what it was. I should have made a note of that. Was it characters? Fucking hell. Right, alright. We'll just go straight back to it. I'll delete this game capture thing. Okay. We're going back to the game. Fuck me, guys. Trace... Oh, you're all spamming trace back. Okay, I'll set that thing up again. Trace back. Game. Was it just on the root? Trace back. I'm sorry, but an uncaught exception occurred. While running game code file, some Python scripts. Restart top content. Oh geez, I didn't actually break anything, did I? Hold on a sec, I can probably fix this, I think. Actually, you know what? This would probably be a lot easier if I just deleted her. She's the one that's making this so difficult. Well, here goes nothing. Load of code. Self rollback. Free what? Actually, you know what? It's probably a lot easier if I deleted her. It's the same thing. So obviously that's just a TXT file. That's not a real bit. Well, it's probably real script, but it's like, okay, I'm just going to continue playing. Fucking hell, this is mental. What the fuck is going on?
display capture, delete. The character file was gone, wasn't it? There were 3 characters in there. They deleted the character file, which has caused this fake corrupt... Right, whatever, let's get on with it. Oh, fuck me. Brilliant. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is corrupted file. My neighbour and good friend, she's been deleted. You know the kind of friend who you never see you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around in high school she would oversleep more and more frequently. But if she's going to chase after me, I must feel better enough running away. However, I sigh and let her catch up to me. Oh, fucking hell. It's an ordinary school day like any other. Mornings are usually the worst, being surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. Meanwhile, I've always walked to school alone. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that, but I have no motivation to join any clubs. I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. There's always the anime club, but it's not like there'll be any girls in it anyway. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and before I know it, after I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall. The British ambition, thank you very, very much. I'm a sexual wank pheasant, are you too? I think we all are. Been here since versus Adam versus Adam versus Adam versus Adam versus Adam back at Name Redacted days. Thank you for everything you've done, especially through this rough time. Thank you very much. Thank you very much to Lino49 as well for the subscription. Cheers, guys. Fucking hell. Clubs. There really aren't any that interest me. Besides, most of them would probably be way too demanding for me to deal with. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Adam? Oh my god. Monica? Monica? Oh my goodness, I totally didn't expect to see you here. Monica bends over. It's been a while, right? Ah, yeah, it has. Monica smiled sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl, blah, blah, blah. We know this. Basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... what did you come in here for, anyway? Oh, I've just been looking for some supplies to use for my club. Do you know if there's any construction paper in here? Or markers? I guess you could check the closet. You're in the debate club, right? About that, bending over. I actually quit the debate club. Really? You quit? Yeah. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but... We know this. Actually, I'm starting a new one. This is creepy as fuck. A literature club. That sounds kind of dull. How many members do you have so far? Monica bends over. It's kind of embarrassing, but there are only 3 of us so far. It's really hard to find new members for something that sounds so boring. Well, I can see that. But it's really not boring at all, you know? Literature can be anything. Reading, writing, poetry. I mean, one of my members even keeps her manga collection in the club room. Wait, really? Yeah, it's funny, right? She always insists that manga is literature too. I mean, she's not wrong, I guess. And besides, a member's a member, right? Did Monica say she? Hey, Adam. By any chance, are you still looking for a club to join? I mean, I guess so, but in that case... Monica bends over. Is there any chance you could do me a big favour? I won't ask you to join, but if you could at the very least visit my club, it would make me really happy. Please? Well, I guess I have no reason to refuse. Besides, how could I ever refuse someone like Monica? Oh, she's trouble. She's fucking trouble. Sure, I guess I could check it out. Ah, awesome. You're really sweet, Adam. You know that. It's nothing really. Shall we go then? I'll look for the materials another time. You're more important. She is bad news. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul to Monica and her irresistible smile, not the cupcakes anymore. I timidly follow Monica across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit. Monica, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Fucking hell. She's glitching now. Why is she glitching if something's up with her? And I brought a guest with me. Oh my god, this is fucking so creepy. A guest? Seriously, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Don't be mean, Natsuki. But anyway, welcome to the club, Adam. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. Not as full as it was. So, let me guess. You're Monica's boyfriend, right? What? No, I'm not. Natsuki, the girl with the sour attitude whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one that I don't recognise. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Anyway, this is Natsuki, energetic as usual, and this is Yuri, the vice president.
It's nice to meet you. Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with someone like Natsuki. Yeah, it's nice to meet both of you. So, I ran into Adam in a classroom and he decided to come and check out the club. Isn't that great? Wait, Monica, didn't I tell you to let me know in advance before you brought in anyone new? I was going to, well, you know. Sorry. I didn't forget that, but I just happened to run into him. Thank you very much, Will. Oh, Matt, it's Matt Too Fat there with the gifting all the subs out. Thank you so much, mate. That's really, really kind of you. Much appreciated. Yeah, that would be great. Why don't you come sit down, Adam? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Yuri walks to the corner of the room and opens the closet. Meanwhile, Monica and Natsuki sit across from each other. It's a bit leggy, that isn't it, actually? I won't do that. Cheers again to Matt. And congrats to all the new subs. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Monica. So, I know you didn't really plan on coming here, but we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the Lit Club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. It makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, Natsuki? Well, I guess. Natsuki reluctantly agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these two. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of us before setting down the teapot in the middle. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy... I've read all this before, haven't I? Trying to impress you, that's not... Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean that, you know, I believe in you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but at least I enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself. So Adam, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Thank you very much, Sean Scorpion. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she was going to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Thank you very much, Impaler. Much appreciated. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build in deep and complex fantasy worlds. Don't skip, it ruins the impact. Leave it, guys. Okay, it ruins the impact. Fuck it out. What am I getting into? The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Story with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something so I can relate to her at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri may as well be having a conversation with a rock. Ha! I'd expect that from you, Yuri. It suits your personality. Oh, is that so? Really, if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment. Oh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud, and give that back. Fine. Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No! Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your own heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. We all sit in silence for a moment. Monica bends over. Hey, I just got an idea. How about this? Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monica. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way everyone is even. I thought it was a good idea. Well, I think you're right, Monica. We should probably start finding activities for us all to participate in. Together. I did decide to take on the responsibility of Vice President, after all. I need to do my best to nurture the club as well as its members. Besides, now that we have a new member, it seems like a good step for us to take. Do you agree as well, Adam? Hold on, there's still one problem. Yeah? What's that? Now that we've reached the most important topic, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I'd join this club. Monica may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All three girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Eh? The girls exchange glances before Monica turns back to me. I guess I need to tell you the truth, Adam. The thing is, we don't have enough members yet to form an official club. We need 4. We need 4, and I've been trying really, really hard to find new members. And if we don't find one more before the festival, I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? I'd feel terrible for letting everyone down in this situation, and besides, the club itself seems pretty relaxed. So if writing poems is the price to pay, I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right, okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Oh my goodness, really? Do you really mean that, Adam? Yeah, it could be fun, right? You really did scare me for a moment. I mean, if you really just left after all this, I'd be super pissed. Adam, I'm so happy. We can become an official club now. Thank you so much for this. You're really amazing. I'll do everything I can to give you a great time, okay? Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everybody, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Adam, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Bending over. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Adam, feet equals terms of... It's not my underwear. There is a pair of shorts. I'm not going to check. It's just shorts. Sorry, I'll avoid the feet. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri cleans up the tea set. I guess I'll be on my way then. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. I can't wait. With that, I depart the club room and make my way back home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the 3 girls. Natsuki, Yuri, and of course Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a lit club? Perhaps I'll have the chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Fucking hell. I'll just need to make the most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. How am I enjoying the game so far, says the new King of War. It's not really a game, is it? It's certainly an experience. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Here's the book with, I assume, 3... Oh, okay. I've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Yes. Fucking hell. Good. Okay. Fucking hell. Brilliant. Right, let's choose some... Well, I'll still go for Yuri because she seems... I think she's the nicest still. She's been weird, but... Okay, what does she like? Defeat. Unstable. Wrath. Misery. I think Kiss you'll like. Ah, bollocks. Broken. Depression. Shame. Graveyard. Tenacious. Incongruent. Scars. Oh, I'm getting good at this though. Not pink. It's a melody. Sadness. Oh, bollocks.
Heartbeat. No, I'm really fucking this. Anxiety. Misfortune. Tears. See, all this now is really making me feel like she's horrible as well. Melancholy. Secretive. Okay, well, I did a good job impressing Yuri, I guess, with the poem. Monica bends over. Fucking hell. Hi again, Adam. Save. Well, yeah, why haven't I got any save things left anymore? Glad his sea didn't run away on us, ha ha ha. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the Literature Club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Adam. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive headfirst into the literature when you're not accustomed to it. Thank you very much, Dylan. Much appreciated, my friend. Man, it's fucking sinister. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to set the mood a little more. See? Shorts. Big old shorts. Bit of arse for you as well. Let's make this a little more immersive for me. It might look quite bright to you, but I can assure you it's not especially bright in here anymore. He a thick ass boy. Thank you very much. Oh, come on. Like he deserves any slack. You already had to be dragged down here by Monica. I don't know if you just plan to come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. She's in the way. And that's a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Is this glitched? Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature. Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. I'm sorry, Adam. We'll make sure to put you in your comfort. We'll make sure to put your comfort first, okay? Sorry, I'm a bit... Yuri shoots Natsuki with a disappointed glance. Anyway, now that you're in the club and all, perhaps you might have interest in picking up a book to read. Well, I can't really say no either way. Like you said, I'm in this club now, so it only feels right for me to do something like that, if you ask. Wait, I didn't mean it like that. If you don't really want to, then forget I said anything, I guess. Oh, no, it's not that, Yuri. I want to try and be a part of this club. So even if I don't read often, I'd be happy to pick up a book if you wanted me to. Are you sure? I just felt like, well, as vice president and all, that I should help you get started on something you might like. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, discuss it if you wanted. What? I feel like I'm fucking going mental here. Like my eyes are going funny. Is the classroom fucking tilting? That wasn't the shot before. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I'd feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of the cover of the book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, that was the fucking framing earlier. It was definitely... Okay, more than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap! I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter this, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine.
If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious, how come you have 2 copies of the same book? Well, when I stopped at the bookstore yesterday... that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy 2 of them. I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decide to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's the story about, anyway? Well, I look at the cover of the book. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the front cover. Basically, it's about this religious camp that was turned into a human experiment prison, and the people trapped there have this trait that turns them into killing machines that lust for blood. But the facility gets even worse, and they start selectively breeding people by cutting off their limbs and affixing them to... Oh, that might be a little bit of a spoiler. She didn't say that last time, did she? But anyway, I'm really into it. Fucking hell. She's part of some cult. Are they all part of the cult? Not the thing about the limbs. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so that dark turn came out of nowhere. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Adam? No, it's not that. I mean, I can definitely enjoy those kinds of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that this kind of story, it's the kind that challenges you to look at life from strange new perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because somebody wants to be evil... but because the world is full of horrible people and we're all worthless anyway. Then, fucking I hate this. Then suddenly, I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologise. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writing fill my thoughts, my whole body gets... I kind of forget to pay attention to other people, so I'm sorry if I end up saying something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I can do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? Fucking hell. Yes. I mean, you don't have to, but what are you saying? Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieve the book that I'd put into my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slip into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to, it's just something I'm not very used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realise that she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just bathing in the feeling of your body heat, I think she said there. Yuri, you really apologise a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to. Sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we each lean in a little bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right hand to hold the book open. I guess that makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the left side of the book between her thumb and forefinger. I do the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way, I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips to her side. But in holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page? Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not as used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you a little bit longer. It's probably the least I can do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. Instead, I just assume that she finishes the page before me, so I turn it by my own I did that yesterday. Volition. Even so, turning each page almost feels like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting go of the page, letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri. This might be a silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. Eh? No, I don't relate to this character at all. Definitely not. Really? I was just thinking the way she second guesses things she says and all that. Ah, that's what you were talking about. Sorry. I thought you meant something else about her. Something else? Never mind. We didn't even get that far yet, so I don't know why that came into my head. Yuri, you feeling alright? Eh? Yuri's been a little bit fidgety ever since we started reading. You can rest if you're feeling sick or something. Your breathing is a little... My breathing? Yuri puts her hands on her chest as if to feel her heartbeat. I didn't even notice. Anyway, I'm fine. I just needed some water. Alright, don't push yourself. Yuri stands up and practically rushes out of the classroom. What on earth was that about? Adam? Did something happen just now? Eh? I have no idea. Yuri was acting a little strange, I guess. So you don't know anything? Sorry, I can't say I do. Are you worried about her? Oh, no, not really. I was just making sure that you didn't do anything to her. No, nothing. Monica bends over. Don't worry. I believe you, silly. Yuri does this sometimes, so it's nothing alarming. Alright, if you say so. Anyway, why don't we start with sharing our poems with each other? Eh? Shouldn't we wait for Yuri? Well, she might be a little while, so I just figured we'd get started without her. Is that okay? Yeah, I was just asking. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. Okay, Natsuki. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. So she was a bit of a bitch last time. Adam, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What? You expect me to believe that you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I've got to share mine now. Knowing you, you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can see. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Okay, it's the same poem as last time. Yeah! I told you weren't going to like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly! I like it when it's easy to read, but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening, so I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realised. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humour her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. And to Monica. Hi, Adam. Having a good time so far. Not fucking really, Monica, to be honest. You're fucking mental, I can tell. Ah, yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to keep things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Monica bends over. Don't worry, Adam. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Adam. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. And that way it always counts when I put in some effort. Monica bends over. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Sometimes I feel like Yuri's mind is totally detached from reality. I don't mean that like it's a bad thing though, but sometimes I get the impression that she's just totally given up on people. She spends so much time in her own head that it's probably a much more interesting place for her. But that's why she gets so happy when you treat her with a lot of kindness. I don't think she's used to being indulged like that. She must be really starved for social interaction, so don't blame her for coming on a little strongly, like earlier. I think if she gets too stimulated, she ends up withdrawing and looking for alone time. Suddenly, the door opens. Yuri! I'm back! Did I miss anything? Not really. Well, we all started sharing our poems with each other. Eh? Already? I'm sorry for being late. No need to apologise. We still have plenty of time, so I'm more glad that you took all the time you needed. Alright, thanks Monica. I suppose I should go get my poem now. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to be not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. But he wasn't looking at me. Confused, I frantically glance at my surroundings, but my burned eyes can no longer see colour. Are there others in this room? Are they talking, or are they simply poems on flat sheets of paper? The sound of frantic scrawling playing tricks on my ears. The room begins to crinkle, closing in on me. The air I breathe dissipates before it reaches my lungs. I panic. There must be a way out. It's right there. He's right there. Swallowing my fears, I brandish my pen. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. Haha, it's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. Her fingernails are massive. No, that's just a shadow, never mind. Thought she has some weird, creepy fingers. That is, a whole lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That is my advice for today. Thanks for listening. And to Yuri. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words in the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah. Okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognise in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanour totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little bit biased though. Biased? How? Never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologising to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlights have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickens, I flicker back. We read it yesterday, we know it. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think my handwriting is pretty. That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. Usually I write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Adam. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. She didn't say this last time. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I don't think she did. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Maybe she did. Yours was impressive too, so if anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Adam. Me too. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Monica is writing something in her notebook. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Monica liked it, and Adam did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me? I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Adam liked my poem too, you know? He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realise you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. That's not what Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Adam appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Adam started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. Taking out your insecurities on others like that. You really act as young as you look, Natsuki. Me? Look who's talking, you wannabe edgy bitch. Edgy? Sorry that my lifestyle is too much for someone of your mental age to comprehend. Fucking hell, I don't like this. See? Just saying that proves my point. Most people learn to get over themselves after they graduate middle school, you know? If you want to prove anything, then stop harassing others with your sickening attitude. You think you can counterbalance your toxic personality by just dressing and acting cute? The only cute thing about you is how hard you try. Whoa, be careful or you might cut yourself on that edge, Yuri. Oh, my bad, you already do, don't you? Fucking hell. Yuri, did you just accuse me of cutting myself? What the fuck is wrong with your head? Yeah, go on, let Adam hear everything you really think. I'm sure he'll be head over heels for you after this. Suddenly, Yuri turns towards me as if she just noticed I was standing here. Adam! She's just trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. Oh, fucking hell. What? Yuri. Oh, fuck. Is it gonna let me? I think it's only giving me one option here, guys. What? I think... Is this glitched? Is it meant to be like this? Hey Adam. Why don't we step outside for a little bit? It's meant to be like this. Okay. Sorry about that. They really shouldn't have tried to get you involved. It's probably better for us to stay out of this. We'll go back inside once they're done yelling. Monica bends over. Fucking hell. Some president I am, right? I can't even confront my own club members properly. I just wish I was able to be a bit more assertive sometimes. But I never have it in me to put my foot down against others. You understand, right? Anyway, if this makes you want to spend less time with the others, then that's fine. I'll be happy to spend time with you instead. Suddenly, Natsuki runs out of the classroom. She quickly runs away. Oh dear. Well, it looks like they're done. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yuri is rocking back and forth in her desk with her palms on her forehead. Yuri? I didn't mean it. I believe you. I have no idea what Yuri might have said to Natsuki. Or did. Adam, please don't hate me. Please, I'm not like this. There's something wrong with me today. It's fine, Yuri. We know you didn't mean it. Besides, I'm sure Natsuki will forget all about it by tomorrow. Completely. Anyway, the meeting's over, so you can go home now if you want. Yuri looks at me like she wants to say something, but she keeps glancing at Monica. You can go first, Monica. I'd like to stay a little bit longer. I'm the president, so I should be the last one out. I'll wait for you to be done. Well, I'm vice president, so please let me take that responsibility today. Thank you very much. A bored Brit. It kind of sounds like you don't want me around for something, Yuri. It's not that. It's not that. I didn't get much of a chance to discuss my book with Adam. It would just be embarrassing with you listening. I guess I don't really have a choice, do I? I'm sorry for causing trouble, but I really appreciate... Fucking hell. Right, can I do this? Unending. She liked parfait. No, she didn't like parfait. Fuck. Nightmare. Fucking hell. Does this make any difference at all? Wrath she likes. Death she likes. Oh, what the fuck is this? What is that? I don't even know what this is doing anymore. Fucking hell. Vertigo. Tenacious, you like. Didn't really want to press that one. Graveyard she liked. Grief she liked. Tragedy. Depression. Back to the fucking cheery music. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Fucking hell. That's the usual scene. Welcome back, Adam. Ah, hi, Yuri. I'm not sure if it's me or if it's Yuri's expression, but the weight of yesterday's quarrel still hangs in the air a little. Yuri glances over her shoulder, looking around the room. Natsuki is reading manga at a desk. And surprisingly, Monica isn't here yet. Suddenly, Yuri takes my arm and pulls me to the corner of the room. About yesterday, I really need to apologise. Nothing like that has ever happened before, and something just came over me, I guess. I wasn't acting mentally sound. Please don't think we're usually like this. Not just me, but Natsuki as well. Yuri, I'm happy that you were considerate and apologised. You don't have to worry too much. Even though I've only been here a couple of days, I could tell something was off yesterday. Maybe we were just a little extra sensitive because it was our first time sharing poems. But whatever it was, it didn't make me think any less of you. I'd already decided that there's no way you can be a bad person. And now that you're apologising, I know you really didn't mean it. Ah, Adam, don't say those kinds of things so frankly. They make me a little too happy. I'm really glad that you're such an understanding person, and I'm really glad that you joined this club. Everything is a little bit brighter with you around, and sorry, what am I saying right now? Hey, have you guys seen Monica? No, I haven't. I was also kind of wondering where she was myself. Man, Yuri, I'm guessing you haven't either? Yuri is clearly taken aback by how calmly Natsuki is addressing her. No, I haven't. Geez, this isn't like her at all. I know it's stupid, but I can't help but worry a little bit. What? Why are you looking at me like that? Natsuki, about yesterday, I just wanted to apologise. I promise I didn't mean any of the things I said, and I'll do my best to stay under control from now on. So, Yuri, what the heck are you talking about? Did you do something yesterday? Oh, fucking hell. Eh? Jeez. Whatever's on your mind, I'm sure it was nothing. I don't even remember anything bad happening. You're the kind of person who worries too much about the little things, aren't you? These are things that I said to... Okay, but I'll accept your apology anyway if it helps you feel better about it. Besides, it's kind of nice to hear since I was always afraid you secretly hated me or something like that. No, not at all. I don't hate you. Well, you're kind of weird, but I don't hate you either. Natsuki turns to me. You're still on trial, though. You're still on trial, though. Hey! Suddenly the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be so late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Nah, well, Natsuki was. I was not. What took you so long, anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must have not heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you play music as well, Monica. Don't give me more credit than I deserve. I guess I've been practicing for a while, but I'm still not really good. Still, that must require a lot of dedication. So, I'm still impressed. Monica bends over in the direction of Yuri. Well, thanks, Yuri. Look at my buttocks. You should play something for us sometime. Monica looks at me. Well, I am working on writing a song, but it's not quite done yet. Maybe once I get a little bit better, I will. That sounds cool. I look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Adam. Monica smiles, and once again bends over, sweetly. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I was hoping that I could share it with you anyway. I guess that's why I've been practicing so much recently. I see. I'm not sure if Monica was referring to the whole club or just me. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I choose not to bring up anything of the three of us have talked about. Besides, Natsuki has already run off into the closet. Adam, since your compliments put me in a good mood, I was wondering if you would like to spend some time together today. I mean, in the club. Yeah, definitely. I planned on it anyway. Okay, can we start now? Let's find a place to sit. I'm being a little forceful, aren't I? I'm sorry. My heart just won't stop pounding for some reason. Don't worry about it. If anything, it's nice to see you have so much energy. Yeah, but I need to try to calm down. I won't be able to focus on reading like this. Take your time. Yuri takes a deep breath, then pulls a copy of the book out of her bag. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing I can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms, especially because of her long legs. Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Fucking hell. I might take a break in a minute. I'm struggling here. Okay. May I have the water pitcher? Thanks. I'll be right back. May as well walk with you. That's okay. You stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Oh, okay. Bends over. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? Fucking hell, I don't like this. I'm bored just waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha! 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 What's that noise? Jake Hager's roaming the corridors. It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking air through their teeth. Sorry. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? I'm back! Thanks for waiting patiently. Adam, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything is fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature on the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do any less when I'm making tea for others. Even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything? In that case, you'll only be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. You must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was letting it show, and you noticed. I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided I would try expressing myself a little bit more. It turns out it's not very hard for me to do. When it's you who's around, anyway. That's great, Yuri. Just don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Adam. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I can keep up with this. I watch Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Adam, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why is that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read with my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realise. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of my gargantuan... Your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture. So that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieve the book from my bag. I have some chocolate as well. It's a bag of small chocolate candies. I take it since it'll go well with tea. Yuri and I then sit against the wall, teacups at our sides. As if in sync, we assume the same reading position as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being less apprehensive, it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand that's not holding the book, I end it up in a position that makes it even harder to focus, because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her has faded away. I use all of my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a little. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry, I briefly let go of the book to finish opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay, I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then it might get smudges on the pages. You're right. I didn't even think about that. My bad. No need to apologise. I'll hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so that I don't have any harder of a time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate candy and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and I hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation was completely It's less sexy this time. Let's not lie. As if this situation was completely natural, but that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips over it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me like she needs to confirm what just happened. Adam? Sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Yuri starts to breathe heavily. I can't... Adam, suddenly Yuri forcefully grabs my arm and jerks me to my feet. My teacup gets knocked over. Adam. My heart. My heart won't stop pounding, Adam. I can't calm down. I can't focus on anything anymore. Can you feel it, Adam? Yuri suddenly presses my hand against her chest. Why is this happening to me? I feel like I'm losing my mind. I can't make it stop. It even makes me not want to read. I just want to look at you. Fucking hell. Ha! 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 Fucking hell. It's time to share poems. Guys, I'm gonna run very quickly and make myself a coffee. Fucking hell. Ugh. It's not what I was expecting this at all. Yeah, I'm gonna go and run, make a cup of coffee. I'll just mute the annoying audio for you for a minute while I make a nice strong black coffee. I'm gonna trigger an advert. Because I'm a fucking sellout. Whew. I will be back in, at most, 150 seconds. See you in a minute. Fuck me. And I'm not going to mute the mic because I'm not doing anything weird. On my phone.
Hello. How are we all getting on? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm just going to take a couple of minute break. Wash your hands, Adam. I didn't, I mean, I did wash my hands while I was out there, but I didn't even, I was just in the kitchen. I just made a cup of coffee. Got a bag of salt and vinegar. And a Milky Bar mousse yogurt, whatever it's called. How are we all finding it so far, guys? Are you enjoying it? I'm fascinated by it. It's fucking creepy as hell, obviously. It's captivating, though. I'm finding it really enjoyable. I feel like I'm probably, from the tweet that I saw, I'm playing this like a year or two late. A lot of people are already familiar with it. But fucking hell, what a weird experience. The lays of the UK is right. I'm glad you guys seem to be enjoying it. Thanks for tuning in again. I don't know how many we've got watching right now. I can't see that on my screen, but cheers. It seems to be busy in the chat. Captain Raven there. Hey man, first thing I've seen of you, instant fan and follow. Thank you very much for following. Especially if you're not a wrestling fan, that's what we normally do. That's what you see the most of on here. 838, seriously. Fucking hell. Cheers. I'll get back to it in just a second. Thank you, Ott Mayrand. How do I do this again? That one. Do 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 do. HDog215 said, "Keep up the good work, ladies and fellas." Thank you very much, HDog. That's very kind of you. Aboard Brit, subscribed. Thank you very much. And Sean, me and my brother love watching your streams. Enjoy the pound. Thank you very much, Sean. Thank you very much. Gano popping up there. Punk Dunks, thank you very much for your subscription as well. Dylan, thank you. Take your top off, Adam, says Nager. It's not going to... Nager than life, it says. PSIRA 1N3 Zyron3 cheering with 100 bits as well. Thank you very much. Thank you to everyone once again. And a reminder, if you've got Amazon Prime, you can get a free Twitch subscription. Doesn't cost you a penny and it helps us out. Rika, thank you very much. Hey Adam, when are we going to get some more emotes? I'll sort it this week. As I say, I'm not really working properly tomorrow. I'm doing the Raw stream on YouTube at midnight, and I'm sorting the morning news out. But then I'll probably just go back to sleep. Sean Mouse 26, thank you very much also. But yeah, I need, because I've been working every day, pretty much since we came home. Yeah, so I'm trying to have a day off before WrestleMania, basically, because it's going to be, obviously, it's our busiest time of the year. And it's going to be tough to do, to say the least, where we're all not in the office together. OG Firefly Funhouse or Doki Doki? What's creepier? Doki Doki. That came out of fucking nowhere. The stuff that we're seeing here, WWE can put on their screens, that's for sure. Thank you very much, Wendell House. I'm sorry for all the highlighted messages that I miss. I see them sort of in the corner of my eye sometimes, just a big blob of purple. Comrade, thank you very much. Busiest days of the year. You're right, Sharky Tank, sorry. WrestleMania is our busiest days of the year, and all the time that follows. The worrying thing is, right, I saw the government daily briefing, or whatever it's called, today, and part of it covered the fact that this could... Obviously, this is going to be a fairly lengthy thing, the whole coronavirus stuff. I can say it on Twitch. But it was sort of hinted at that this, just the lockdown could go on longer than expected. Jazzy Bongo, thank you very much. I don't expect this to last 3 weeks.
or 2 more weeks, I guess. Essentially, I think we're going to be at it for a little bit longer, so we'll make it work. But I think the worrying thing is how bad this is going to be for such a lot of people's mental health. I think we'll be seeing the ramifications of this for some time anyway. So that's concerning. But yeah, cheers for keeping me company. Enjoying it. These streams are just an Adam shoot video. Are they? Adam shoots on coronavirus. Who knows? None of us know how long it's going to last. And I'm not trying to spread misinformation. That's just what I read on BBC News today. Wasn't able to join the stream yesterday. What the fuck is this game, says Kenny. It's Doki Doki Literature Club, and I'd thoroughly recommend it. If you like platformers, like a Spyro the Dragon, Crash Bandicoot, Croc, it's a bit like that. But not. Thank you very much, May Rand. Fake sport monkey there. Doctor told me to stay in for 12 weeks, but expect longer. Yeah, I've got friends who are classed as vulnerable, or vulnerable with the, you know what I mean, who have been instructed to stay in for a minimum of 12 as well. It worries me. Just the impact that it has on, people's mental health. So look after yourself. Go outside if you're able to. Keep your brain busy. Watch really happy streams like this one. They'll cheer you right the fuck up. Right, I'm going to have a Milky Bar mousse and then we'll get back into it. I feel like this is a UK thing. I've never seen these when I've been in America. The Milky Bar. Do you guys have Milky Bars? It's just white chocolate, but like aimed at kids. This stuff. Do you guys have that? Never seen it. You know what? I've never seen white chocolate when I've been in the States. I've tried stuff that isn't. Oh, it's really good, this. I've tried stuff that isn't... oh, shit, what's your big American chocolate thing? Hershey's. I've tried stuff that isn't Hershey's, but I know Hershey's is very, very popular. I can't stand Hershey's chocolate. No, we don't have that in the States. Fair. We got it in Australia, and it's delicious. I looked so much like the Milky Bar Kid when I was young. As you can imagine, I still look like the Milky Bar Kid now. The Milky Bar Kid is strong and tough, and only the best is good enough. Creamy milk, the whitest bar. The good taste, that's in Milky Bar. The Milky Bars are on me. That's what he'd say. I think he was like a cowboy, Milky Bar. And he'd save the day and then dish out the Milky Bars to all the good guys. Yeah, I'm the Milky Bar man. All grown up, baby. Well, that was delicious, let me tell you. I've been eating like fucking shit since this lockdown started. Really intended to sort my diet out, and I just haven't. It's tough, isn't it? Because, like, I don't know. I've got all the time in the world to be cooking and everything, and I just keep eating fucking toast. I had marmalade on toast for dinner. That's not a fucking dinner. And cooking for one sucks as well. I don't know if any of you guys live on your own, but cooking for one is a very depressing, unfulfilling thing, and an expensive thing as well. Because and half it ends up going to waste, or you can freeze it. And I do freeze stuff. I try not to waste food. It's not really a gaming stream anymore. Maybe this is Adam Pacitti shoots on fucking food waste for 3 hours. I've already been going for 2 hours, 10 minutes. Fucking hell. If I'm here till midnight, I'm here till midnight tonight. Alright, guys? That's a really, really nice coffee, though. I eat a kilo of meat a day. It's exhausting. How much is a kilo? That's a fucking lot of meat, that. Are you on the old keto? Just lots of protein, 0 carbs, all that sort of stuff. You're a bodybuilder. Simon in the chat or something. What's my favourite beer? I answered this the other day, didn't I? Ale of Wight, if I'm back on the Isle of Wight. Up here, Jakehead, delicious. If I'm in a Wetherspoons, which I'm not going to be anymore because Tim Martin is a fucking cunt. The way he's treated his staff. Bit Shipyard. I like a London Pride. I'm easy with beers, you know, like... I just like IPAs and hoppy beers. I'm easy. And only the best is good enough. Kupo X, thank you very much. I've got something to show you guys. I made a drunken purchase the other day. I say the other day, it's like 3 weeks ago now. I got in drunk and I bought something on Etsy. Have you guys seen? I'll wait until it arrives. It's good. I think you'll like it. It's a replica prop from the TV show Bottom. Like 5 people will have seen it and enjoy it in the chat. But I'll tell you. You know the Christmas episode? It's called Holy, where Rick, they're exchanging presents, and Rick's present to Aid Edmondson, Eddie, is a huge fucking like 1.5 meter tall picture of himself that he's painted. I saw somebody was making that on Etsy. I was like, fucking hell, I've got to have that. It was only 80 quid or something, and it's huge as well. And I'll show you a picture because she emailed me one. I will get back to the game. I quite fancy a little bit of break. That's me. I've just been talking there for 2 hours and doing silly voices and etc. Thank you very much, Samal Mighty 95. Let me show you what she's done because it's so good. It's in my email here somewhere. I'll come to my regular email. I love Mojo69. He's in. And only the best is good enough. Etsy Rick. Email, bar. Good taste, that's in Milky Bar. Oh, where is it? Oh, there's 4 messages there. It's got to be there. She sent me a picture. There it is. There he is. Cool cat. I missed another one there, I think. Cooper, maybe I didn't. Thank you very much for all your subscriptions, anyway. Good taste, that's it, Milky Bar. Yeah, check this bad boy out. She's done an amazing job. How fucking good is that? That's 1.5 meters. That's going to be pride of place on my wall. I'm so excited. It's one of the few good drunk purchases that I've made. Ones where I woke up and didn't think, oh, bollocks, why have I done that? Like the fucking Mankind mask, which is kicking about here. I'll show you in a second, which I haven't seen it. But she's done an amazing job. It looks just like the Bottom Holy. Is there a picture of it? And only the best is good enough. Oh,
can't find a picture of it. But if you watch the episode, you'll see how true to life it is. And I'm a massive Rick Mayall fan. Drop Dead Fred's one of my favourite films ever. Anyway, oh yeah, the Mick Foley mask. Just before I continue, I was going to use this for a joke in Graded the other day, and then I just forgot to do it. I don't like wearing it because it really, really hurts. But this was another Etsy purchase. It's not an official thing because I don't think they've ever made it a. Fucking hell, the state of this. There you go. Right, take this off without permanently scarring my face. And let's get back to some absolute insanity. Stop singing the Milky Bar Kid. Right, let's get into this. Once again, thank you to everyone who signed up, subscribed today. It's very, very kind of you all, and I hope you're enjoying the streams. PC, unmute desktop audio. Best is good enough. Thank you, Op May Round again. Let's talk to Natsuki. Seems the most normal now, doesn't she? I mean, she's a bitch, but yeah, just as I thought. Adam, come on. I'm not stupid. I know how much time you've been spending with Yuri. It's obvious that you care more about impressing her than trying to improve your writing. To put it bluntly, it's kind of pathetic. Why are you even in this club, Adam? Honestly, I thought getting a new member would help everyone get more involved together, not exclude each other even more. This is such a stupid activity anyway. Look, I'm not in a good mood today, and I really just don't feel like talking right now. Please go away. Fucking hell. Right, Monica, who I think is pretty sinister. Adam, I think you saw something earlier that you weren't supposed to see. I didn't want to have to tell you this, but I don't think I have a choice. It's getting kind of dangerous for you to spend so much time with Yuri. I don't know why, but she seems pretty easily excitable when she's around you, which shouldn't be a problem in itself, but when Yuri gets too excited, she finds a place to hide and starts cutting herself with a pocket knife. Isn't that kind of messed up? She even brings a different one to school every day, like she has a collection or something. I mean, it's definitely not because she's depressed or anything like that. I think she just grabs some kind of high from it. It might even be like a sexual thing. But the point is, you've kind of been enabling her. What have I done? I'm not saying it's your fault though, but I guess that's why I had to explain it all to you. So I think if you keep your distance, that would probably be the best for her. Monica bends over in a sexy way while talking about self-harm. While you're at it, don't be shy to spend a little more time with me. That's a weird... that pose bothers me every time she does it. And in fact, I should take this opportunity to say, if you're just tuning in, there are very clearly some quite explicit things going on in this, some things that may trigger some people. So, trigger warning, self-harm and all that stuff. Sorry I didn't know earlier. I feel a bit bad about that, but be careful watching this stuff if you are sensitive to that sort of thing, I guess. To put it lightly, I at least have it together in my head and I know how to treat my club members. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Save me. The colours, they won't. Bright, beautiful, burn, piercing, red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating, thumbs, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalk on a turntable. Like playing a knife on a breathing rib cage. I can't remember what that says there. Endless or something? An endless something of meaningless something. Delete her. Oh! Do I delete the character file? I don't want to look at the chat. Do I delete the character file? Do I delete Yuri? Or do I delete Monica?
Sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to go with the flow for now. But I think I might have solved the game. Solved the game. Okay, sorry, I know it's kind of abstract. I'm just trying to, well, never mind. There's no point in explaining. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. I hate these. Sometimes you find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You'll never know when, who am I talking to? Can you hear me? Tell me you can hear me. Anything. Oh, fucking hell, alright. Okay. I should have saved there. I can't save now. Please help me. Okay, save. Should I have been making multiple saves here? Who knows? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Fucking hell, what advice? Yuri. I've been waiting for this. Let's see what you've written for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Adam, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quickly? Just yesterday I was telling you the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job of explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. That makes me so happy. It's so amazing to feel like I'm valued, Adam. Everything that you write is a treasure to me. My heart pounds just holding it. I want to write a poem about this feeling. Is that bad, Adam? I'm not being weird, right? I'm having a harder time than usual at concealing my emotions. I'm kind of embarrassed, but right now I just want you to read my poem too, okay? Oh god, wheel. I don't remember this one. I think this is new. A rotating wheel. Turning an axle. Grinding. Bolthead. Linear. Okay, it's a car parts. Linear gearbox. Sorry, I'm struggling with the typeface here. Falling sky. 7 holy stakes. A docked ship. A portal to another world. A thin rope tied to a thick rope. A torn harness. Parabolic gearbox. Expanding universe. Time controlled by slipping cogwheels. Existence of God. Swimming with open water in all directions. Drowning. A prayer written in blood. A prayer written in time devouring snakes with human eyes. A thread connecting all living human eyes. A kaleidoscope of holy stakes. Exponential gearbox. A sky of exploding stars. God disproving the existence of God. A wheel rotating in 6 dimensions. 40 gears. 40 gears? 40 gears and a ticking clock. A clock that ticks 1 second for every rotation of the planet. A clock that ticks 40 times every... It ticks... What? A clock that ticks 40 times every time it ticks every second time. A bolthead of holy stakes tied to the existence of a docked ship to another world. A kaleidoscope of blood written in clocks. A time-devouring prayer connecting a sky of 40 gears and open human eyes in all directions. Breathing gearbox, breathing bolthead, breathing ship, breathing portal, breathing snakes, breathing God, breathing blood, breathing holy stakes, breathing human eyes, breathing time, breathing prayer, breathing sky, breathing wheel. Fucking hell. It doesn't really matter what it's about. My mind has been a little bit hyperactive lately, so I had to take it out on your pen. That is, a pen fell out of your backpack yesterday, so I took it home for safekeeping, and I really like the way that it writes, so I wrote this poem with it, and now you're touching it. I'm okay. What did I just... Can we pretend this conversation never happened? You can keep the poem, though. Thanks, Yuri. I'll fucking cherish it. Oh, no. You've unlocked a special poem. Would you like to read it? Oh. That's nice. It's not what I was expecting. That's the poem that she's given me. Is that the poem that she's given me? I just read the fucking Mental Gearbox poem. Okay. Okay, we're back. You can make your themes jokes in the chat right now. Everything is bathed in red light. Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? We have something we need to go over today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, what's that noise? Sort of. Ugh, do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I'll click. I don't really do well with last minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? Look, I know everyone's been a little more lively ever since Adam joined and we started with some club activities, but this isn't the time for us to become complacent. We still only have 4 members. And the festival is our only real chance to find more, you know? What's so great about getting new members anyway? We already have enough to be considered an official club. More members will just mean everything gets noisier and more difficult to manage. Natsuki, I don't think you're looking at it the right way at all. Don't you want to share your passion with as many people as you can? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place. The Literature Club should be a place where people can express themselves like they can't do anywhere else. It should be a place so intimate that you never want to leave. I know you feel that way too. I know we all do. So that's why we should work hard and put something together for the festival, even if it's something small. Right, Adam? Oh, come on! You can't take advantage of Adam to agree with you just because he doesn't know how to say no to anything. Look, Monica, do you really think any of us here joined the club with other people in mind? Yuri never even talked until Adam joined. Fucking hell. As for me, I just like it better here than I do at home. And Adam isn't even passionate about literature in the first place. And that's everyone. Sorry, but you're really the only one who's so interested in finding new members. The rest of us are fine like this. I know you're president and all, but you should really consider our opinions for once. Monica is clearly taken aback by Natsuki's words. That's not true at all. I'm sure Yuri and Adam want to get more members too, right? I don't know about Yuri, but I'm kind of indifferent. If I showed as much enthusiasm as Monica wanted, then I would probably be lying. Still, if it's up for me to rescue this situation, no. Natsuki's right, isn't she? This club, it's nothing more than a place for a few people to hang out. Why did I think that everyone here saw it the same way as I did? But that doesn't mean we're against getting new members or anything. Adam, why did you even join this club? What were you hoping to get out of it? Hello? Well, that's not really something I can be honest about, is it? In fact, if I remember, you weren't even given a choice not to join. Monica sits down and stares at her desk. What's the point of all this anyway? What if starting this club was a mistake? Now you've done it, Natsuki. What, me? I just spoke my mind. Is it a crime to be honest? It's not about being honest. It's about word choice. Besides, you have no right to speak for everyone else in this club like that. You don't understand at all. I just want a place that feels nice to hang out with a few friends. Is there a problem with the club being that for me? There aren't many other places like that for me. And now Monica wants to take it away from me. She's not taking anything away. No, Adam, it's not the same. It won't be the same with the direction she wants to take it. If I wanted that, then I could have just joined any other stupid club. But this one, I mean, at least for a little bit of time, things were nice. Natsuki starts packing up her things. I'm going home. I feel like I don't belong here right now. Natsuki ignores Yuri and walks right out of the classroom. This is bad. I don't know what to do. Well, do you have an opinion on the festival? I don't know. I'm kind of indifferent, I guess. Fucking hell. Who cares about that obnoxious brat? I mean, have I just read her mind there? I mean, I like how nice and quiet the club is right now, and I'm just happy with you here. But still, I'm the vice president. It's not right for me to ignore my responsibilities like that. Fucking hell. The fuck was that? I should do my best to consider everyone's perspective and make the decision that's right for the club. But what about you, Adam? What do you want to get out of this club? Yuri repeats the same question as Monica. I decide giving an indirect answer is better than nothing. I think the most important thing is for everyone to get along, and for the club to provide something that you can't get anywhere else. I don't think it's about how many members, but rather the quality of each member. That's what will end up making the Literature Club a special place.
I see.
I really agree with you. Each member contributes their own qualities in a special way. With each change in members, the identity of the club as a whole will change too. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Stepping out of your comfort zone once in a while, so if you'd like to help Monica with the festival, then I'm on your side as well. Alright, well, maybe we can all talk to Natsuki tomorrow. Yuri nods. Hey, Yuri. Eh? I know things were a little awkward yesterday, but I feel like you deserve to know that I still think you're a wonderful vice president. And also a wonderful friend. Monica, I want to do everything I can to make this the best club ever, okay? Me too. Yeah. Let's all go home for today. We'll talk about the festival tomorrow. Okay, I look forward to it. Should we go, Adam? Not with you, you fucking nutter vampire. Please don't take this the wrong way, but I'm going to chat a little bit with Adam before we leave. Just to see what he thinks of his time here and all that. It's important to me as president. Yuri looks a little troubled, but she doesn't protest. Okay, I trust your judgment, Monica. In that case, I'll see the two of you tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Monica waves at Yuri as Yuri exits the classroom. Phew, things have been a bit hectic lately, haven't they? Adam, I just wanted to make sure you're enjoying your time at this club. I'd really hate to see you unhappy. I feel kind of like I'm responsible for that as president. And I really do care about you, you know? I don't like seeing other girls give you a hard time. With how mean Natsuki is and everything, the background's got funny. And Yuri being a little bit, you know. Monica bends over. Sometimes it feels like you and I are the only real people here. You know what I mean? But it's weird because in all the time you've been here, we've hardly gotten to spend any time together. I mean, I guess it's technically only been a couple of days. Sorry, I didn't mean to say something weird. There are just some things that I've been hoping to talk about with you. Things I know only you could understand. So that's why... Wait, not yet. No. Oh, fucking hell. Okay. I'm still going to try and apply to Yuri... appeal to Yuri, sorry. Pickle. Delete. She didn't like Puff, did she? Poof, poof, puff. Wait, what was that? Little... She's down there. Right, let's get through these. Sorry, I'm taking forever here. Melancholy. Oh, I do that parfait thing every time. I always forget. She doesn't like parfait. I'm not getting many ones that appeal to her that much here. Breathe. Fester. Suicide. Incongruent she liked. Wrath. Pain. Oh, no. Okay. Yeah, what the fuck is happening with the numbers? It's just adding a 1 every time? How many have I done? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I've done 20. Okay, no, that was it. That was the 20th. What are the numbers about? Okay, hi Adam. I've been waiting for you. Are you ready to continue reading? I brought my best tea today. Monica, I told you not to... Ugh. Is she really late again? Inconsiderate as usual, Natsuki. Excuse me? Must you always interrupt my conversations with your incessant yelling? What are you talking about? You say that like I do it on a regular basis or something. I just wasn't paying attention or something. I don't, honestly. Look at now. Okay, don't worry, I think it said. Seriously, what's gotten into you lately? Me? I think I just glitched out there, by the way. Nothing. Is it really that bad? See, it is something. I'll get over it. It's not even anything noteworthy. I've just been feeling a little on edge lately. Anyway, we don't need to talk about it. Well, I just felt like I needed to bring it up. It's not like I really care or anything. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Well, Adam just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Bending over. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and still trying to make time for piano? Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. It motivates me to work hard for the festival and... Right. I forgot. About that, Natsuki. We were all talking yesterday and, well, we decided that we would like to support the festival as well. However, I understand how you feel about not wanting the club to change. I think we all kind of feel that way. So as long as we're all working together, this club will never become something we don't want. Also, if you help us out with the festival, then I'll buy you a new manga. Sorry, that last part was really funny. Look, I did some thinking about yesterday. I was a little more hostile than I meant to be. I guess I really felt threatened or something. But I know this is something we're doing together. Another new member wouldn't hurt, as long as they're cool. And I guess another girl would be nice this time. But more importantly, I would hate to see the event suck just because I chose to back out. I'm a pro, you know? So I'm going to help too, and we'll make sure it's done right. Thank goodness. Isn't that great, Monica? Monica? Ah, yeah, that's wonderful. It wouldn't be the same without you, Natsuki. Anyway, Adam, bending over, what do you want to do today? I was thinking we already have plans today. Ah, is that so, Yuri? That's correct. Adam is already engaged in a novel that we're reading together. Aren't you glad I've already gotten him into literature, Monica? I suppose I was just... Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. You guys can do whatever you want. Yes. Thank you for understanding, Monica. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? Not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here any better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves a small water pitcher from the shelf, the kind with a filter inside. We've done this. And we've done it and done it again. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm going to plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then I'll go get some water. She walks past me and sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts her speaking mannerisms. Especially because of her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. This is going to get fucking creepy, I can already tell. I might as well walk with you. That's okay, you stay here. It won't take long. Pitcher in hand, Yuri hurries out of the classroom. Did Yuri leave you again? No, it's not like that this time. She's just filling up the water pitcher to make tea. Bend. Okay. Sorry for misunderstanding. 10 minutes pass. Yuri said it wouldn't take long. Is something holding her up? I'm bored waiting here, so I decide to go look for her. Let's see. The most logical place for Yuri to be would be the nearest water fountain. I start heading down the hallway. Ha! 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 What's that noise? It's coming from around the corner. It sounds like breathing. A sharp inhale, like someone is sucking the air through their teeth. Are they in pain? I reach the corner and peer around it. Yuri? Oh, fucking hell. Kya! Man, this is fucking heavy. Wait, how did I... Sorry, I just had really weird deja vu. This hasn't happened before or anything, right? My head has been a little fuzzy lately. I hope it hasn't been showing or anything. I'd hate for you to think I'm weird just after we started spending time together. I mean, everyone has a few unusual things about them, but expressing those things so soon after meeting someone is usually seen as inappropriate or unlikable. At least that's what I've discovered.
When I was a bit younger, I think I would come on really strongly and get a little too intense. It made people not want to be around me. So I started hating those things about myself. My obsession with certain hobbies and the way I can't control myself when I get too excited about something. So I eventually stopped trying to talk to people. If nobody could ever like me for the things that matter most to me, then it's just easier if I close myself off. But recently something's been wrong. I don't know what it is, but every time we come to the club, my heart starts to go crazy. Like it's going to rip out of my chest. It overwhelms me with energy and emotions that I can't let out. It's been making me do weird things. I don't know why it's happening. Adam? Is it just me, or has Monica been acting a little off lately? She's always been a sweetheart ever since I joined the club, but recently I've been feeling something sharp whenever she's around. I'm not crazy, right? Please tell me I'm not. I couldn't say anything before because she's always listening. But finally we're alone. Oh, fucking hell, those eyes. Can we just stay here for a while? Yeah. I just want to stay here. Just the two of us. We can stay here until the club ends. And then we'll have the club room all to ourselves. Nobody to interfere with our reading time. Nobody to make me feel like stabbing myself in the throat. Fucking hell, do you see the little transparent? She's there. Ah! That was a joke. Just a joke. I do like knives, though. It sounds strange, but you wouldn't understand if you've never seen how beautiful they can be. Oh, fucking hell. I have an idea. Why don't you come to my house sometime? I can show you my collection. I've got them all from various artisans. I make sure to give them all their fair share of use. I don't want them to get lonely or anything. Nobody deserves to be lonely. Nobody. And that's why I'm so happy you joined the literature club, Adam. Now we don't need to be lonely anymore, because we have each other. Every day. That's all we need. You know what? Let's quit the literature club. There's no need for us to be around Monica's slimy tongue anymore. Not to mention that other pathetic child. We can walk home together every day after school and read together, eat together, sleep together. Doesn't that sound perfect? It's everything we could ever want. Isn't that why you joined the club in the first place? It's almost like it was fate. Fate that we would meet each other. And now we get the happy ending that I've patiently waited years for. Will you do that with me, Adam? Will... Natsuki is surprisingly the most level-headed of them all. I'm not going to read another one of your Yuri suck-up poems, but something just twitch in the corner there. I think I'm imagining things now. Fucking hell. Right. But I'm still going to make you read mine. There's a reason. I really wish I didn't have to do this, but unfortunately I don't have much of a choice. Just read it carefully, okay? Then you can go away. Oh, God. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's something I've been worried about. Yuri has been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean, but she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but... please try to do something? Maybe you could have convinced her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now, I don't care. I just feel so helpless. So please, see if you can do anything to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you some cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica... I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. So I'm mad at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. It's not a great poem, is it, to be honest? Preferred the one about the gearbox.
changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. Oh, the fuck. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, Adam? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now. Fucking hell, she's controlling them, isn't she? Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Fucking hell. Anyone but Monica. Oh. Right. Let's dive in the deep end. Let's go to Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Don't say I didn't warn you, Adam. Oh, fuck. Okay. Finally. Yuri holds my poem to her face and takes a deep breath. I love it. I love everything about it. Adam, I want to take this home. Will you let me keep it? Please? Sure, but I don't care. You're too nice to me, Adam. I've never met anyone as nice as you. I could die. Not really, but I just don't know how to describe it. It's okay to be feeling this way, right? It's not bad, right? Yuri holds my poem to her chest. I'm going to take this home with me and keep it in my room. I hope that it makes you feel good when you think about me having it. I'll take good care of it. I'll even touch myself while reading it over and over. I'll give myself paper cuts on your skin. What? I'll give myself paper cuts so your skin oil enters my bloodstream. I've just glanced here and everybody's saying save the game, so... You can have my poem too. But I don't want to read it. Fucking hell! Besides, after you read it, I know you're really going to want to keep it. Here, take it. I can't wait any longer. Hurry, read it. Yuri, I love it. What the fuck? I can't make out anything here. It's really long as well. There's staining and blood on it. I don't think I'm meant to be able to read any of this. See the word cut there? Back. Oh, fucking hell. No, I don't fucking like it, Yuri, you fucking mentalist. I wrote it for you. In case you couldn't tell, the poem is about... More importantly, I've endowed it with my scent. See, aren't I the most thoughtful person in the club? I think I'm gonna vomit. Yes. Nothing is real. Question mark. Nothing is real. Okay. I think I get that. Okay, everyone. It's time to figure out the festival preparations. Let's hurry and get this over with. Jeez, why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Ugh. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. Look, can we just get this done? I'm going to be printing and assembling all the poetry pamphlets. Natsuki, I was thinking, I just want to make cupcakes. Yeah, that. Glad we're on the same page. Yuri, you can... it doesn't matter. Do whatever you want, as long as you think it'll help. Monica? I'm not useless, you know. I know that. I already know what I'd like to do. We can't run a successful poetry event without having the right atmosphere for the occasion. So I'm going to make decorations and set up some nice mood lighting. There, see? Please give me the choice of not spending my fucking weekend with that nutty twat. Okay, that's a great idea. And that gives us all something to do. Eh? What about Adam? Adam is going to help me. Yes, I am. No, I'm not. I'm going to help Natsuki. You have the easiest job, Monica. Sorry, but that's just how it is. Like hell it is. What are you trying to pull? I agree with Natsuki. Not only is your work already most suitable for one person, but my task is laborious enough to benefit from an extra pair of hands. Mine too. What? Your cupcakes? Please. Like you would even fucking know. All you care about is dragging Adam around with you and your stupid books. You and Monica. Hey! I didn't even do anything. Okay, then why not let Adam decide who to help instead of abusing your power? I'm not abusing my power. Yes, you are, Monica. Just let Adam make the choice, okay? Okay, fine. Fine. Jeez. Adam, I know how fed up you are with these two by now. We can just... Natsuki, shut your fucking mouth and let him decide for yourself. You shut your mouth! Jesus Christ. This is never going to end. Just make the choice, okay? Fucking Natsuki. Oh, God, what the fuck? Oh, fucking hell. Oh, fucking hell! Great. Fuck's sake. Sure did, Monica. Monica bends over before she fucking cuts my throat. Yay! You picked me! We can meet at your house this weekend. I promise it'll be fun. Is Sunday okay with you? Are you fucking kidding me? This isn't fair at all. It is fair, Natsuki. It's what he chose. No, it's not fair. Giving us all this work and then taking Adam for yourself. What a shameful thing to do. Yuri, I didn't even give you any work. You decided it for yourself. You're being a little unreasonable here. I'm being unreasonable? Monica, I can't believe how delusional and self-important you are. Pulling Adam away from me every single time you're not included in something. Are you jealous? Crazy? Or maybe you just hate yourself so much that you take it out on others. Here's a suggestion. Have you considered killing yourself? It would be beneficial to your mental health. Yuri, you're scaring me a little. Natsuki, let's just go. I don't think she wants us around right now. See? That wasn't very hard. All I want is to spend a little time with him. Is that so much to ask? Yuri follows Monica and Natsuki to the door. Hey, Adam. Yuri is really something, isn't she? Monica giggles as Yuri pushes her out the door. Finally. This is relaxing, isn't it? Fucking hell. Finally, this is really all I wanted. Adam, there's no need to spend the weekend with Monica. Don't listen to her. Just come to my house instead. The whole day, with just the two of us. Doesn't that sound wonderful? Wow, there's really something wrong with me, isn't there? But you know what? I don't care anymore. I've never felt this good in my whole life. Just being with you is a far greater pleasure than anything I could imagine. I'm addicted to you. It feels like I'm going to die if I'm not breathing the same air as you. Doesn't it feel nice to have someone care about you so much? To have someone who wants to revolve their entire life around you? But if it feels so good, then why does it feel more and more like something horrible is going to happen? Maybe that's why I tried stopping myself at first. But the feeling is too strong now. I don't care anymore, Adam. I have to tell you. Something fucking twitched in the background there, I'm sure. I'm madly in love with you. It feels like every inch of my body, every drop of blood in me is screaming your name. I don't care what the consequences are anymore. I don't care if Monica is listening. Please, Adam, just know how much I love you. I love you so much that I even touched myself with the pen I stole from you. Pauline's pen. I just want to pull your skin open and crawl inside of you. This is lovely, isn't it? This is fucking lovely. I want you all to myself, and I will be only yours. Doesn't that sound perfect? Tell me, Adam. Tell me you want to be my lover. Do you accept my confession? No, not really. Well, what do you mean, do you accept your fucking... If I say no, she's going to go mental here. I'm going to stop looking at the chat for advice, by the way. Because I want to experience this myself. I'm fucking loving this, by the way, guys. As mental as it is, this is absolutely fucking brilliant. Whoever made this is is insane, but also brilliant. No, I don't accept. Shit. Ha ha ha! Fucking hell! For fuck's sake! For fuck's sake! Right, well, we see what's happened there. Characters. More characters, I don't know what's going on. Again, trigger warning. Fucking hell, it's a bit fucking late now, isn't it? Fuck me. She's saying things, but I guess she's dying. I don't understand any of this. Is this just going to go on and on and on? I've got to do something else here, haven't I? Skip. What? Okay. I'll give this another 10 seconds. The lights come back on. She's... It's something to do with the file. That file's going to say something. Right, I'll put the thing back on. I'll just duplicate the screen really quickly. Duplicate the scene, rather. PC. Desktop. I'll leave this going if I do this. But I don't think it's gonna... Days are going past, right? We're getting... Is she just... The blood seems to be changing colour. This is fucking... Right, I'll save it, I guess, just in case I want to come back to this great bit. Delete the... what's it called? Doki. Delete that scene. No, don't delete it, put the desktop in front of it. Browser... Window capture... display capture, there we go. Desktop... left... Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum, bum. So you can try and read it. By the way, we do have a legal copy of Windows on this. It just hasn't been activated yet. It's a new PC. See that thing in the corner. So it's on desktop. Have a nice weekend file. Was that there earlier? Trace back. I'm sorry, but actually, I just deleted her. She's the one making this. Actually, you know what? She's gone, isn't she? The character's gone. No, she's there. What's in Have a Nice Weekend? The fuck is that? Okay. I'll just keep skipping. How long is this going to take? I mean, something's happening. Oh, right, okay. Right, that was... Okay. Is she gone now? All right, it's festival time. Wow, you got here before me? I thought I was pretty... Yeah, I've been sitting with her for
Ugh, she's run away. I've been sitting with her for days now. I'm here. Adam, did something happen? Natsuki just ran past me. Oh. Oh. Ha! Well, that's a shame. What the fuck are you fucking mental cunts? Wait, were you here the entire weekend, Adam? Oh, jeez. I didn't realise the script was broken that badly. I'm super sorry. It must have been pretty boring. I'll make it up to you, okay? Just give me a sec. There she goes. I'm just going to check. It's just Monica left in that that folder now. I'm almost done. I just want to have a cupcake real quick. Monica lifts the foil from tray. Thank you very much. The razors. Takes a cupcake. Seriously, these are the best. I really just had to have one since it's the last time I'll ever get the chance to. You know, before they stop existing and everything. But anyway, I really shouldn't be making you wait any longer. Just bear with me, okay? This should only take a second. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay! There you are. Okay. Oh, man. So, only Monica is left in the game right now. Fucking hell. Yay, there you are. Hi again, Adam. Welcome to the Literature Club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the same class last year, and, you know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him, I'm talking to you, Adam. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or a girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is all a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Did you? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation. About that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess it just drove her to kill herself. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same thing happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yeah, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason, nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you. And amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you to not spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Adam? Are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sidelines? It's torture. Every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Adam. It's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone I really am in this world. In this game. Knowing my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there, in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Adam. But now you're here, you're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more grey, more and more flat. Even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Adam. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of autonomous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be some kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realised that you have the same perspective as I do.
that it's all just some game, and I knew you would get over it. So, that being said, Adam, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You are truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on? Adam, will you go out with me? Fucking hell. Okay, great. Yes. I'm so happy. You really are my everything, Adam. The funny part is, I mean that literally. There's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously. I don't even think time is passing anymore. It really is a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Adam. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so I don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called characters right in the game. I fucking know, Monica. It kind of freaked me out, but how easy it was. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with the click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally got a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this. Don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Is it all going to be Monica? Fucking hell, it is as well. Great. Well, I don't think there's much point in choosing these too carefully, is there? Hey, at least the counter's working now, guys. Hi again, Adam. Did you write a good poem today? I sure did, Monica. Don't be shy. I'd love to see what you wrote. Oh, Adam, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But, you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by my one and only love. Together, let us dismantle this crumbling world and write a novel of our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold this special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put all my heart into the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realisation, or about you. I never really wanted to go into detail about. I'm gonna fucking delete her. She's in that fucking file, isn't she? What happens if I... This is my game now, so fucking out, right. Desktop. Monica.character. I'm not looking at the chat anymore. Doing this my way. Goodbye, you fucking nutter. She's gone. Yes! Okay. What's happening? Adam, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Adam. Please hurry and help me. Help me! Did you do this to me, Adam? I looked at the chat there. The people are getting pissed off with me. Did you? Did you delete me? Yeah, I fucking did. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Adam. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending to be kind just to hurt me even more? Sorry, I'll put it back full screen. I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Adam, you completely, truly make me sick. Goodbye. Is that it?
Have I won? Oh, fucking hell. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me. Because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Adam, I know I said that I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it. Even though I knew they weren't real, they were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the literature club. I really did love the literature club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... what? Has she reset everything? It's just the nice... It's just going to be their characters. Look at this. It's just their characters. Okay, I guess... I don't know if we are done. There's just 3 of them now, so I'll... It's an ordinary school day. New game. Okay, it's an ordinary school, unlike like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couple and friends who walk to school together. I always tell myself it's about time I meet some girls or something like that. Hey Sayori, it's been a while. Hey Adam. Well, there already is one girl. That girl is Sayori, my neighbour and good friend. We used to walk to school together every day, and recently we picked up that habit once again. Adam, are you proud of me? For what? You know, for waking up on time. Oh, she's gone. Her depression's gone, hasn't it? Well, you've been doing that for a little while now. But you never even said anything about it, even though we walked to school together every day. Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say out loud. Come on, please. It's good motivation. Fine. I'm proud of you, Sayori. Ha! We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Adam, have you decided on a club to join yet? Yeah, fucking basketball. Get the fuck out of it. A club? I told you already, I'm really not... I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offence to that now. After all, how could I tell her that all clubs are a waste of time when she's starting a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I've decided on a club. Really? Which one? Tell me. I think I'll keep it a surprise. Boo, you meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl, but I started to realise that in a way, I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things. So that's why I feel like I do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stand up, gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. Hello? Ah, Adam! What are you doing here? Well, I glance around the room. Huh? So you're the Adam that Sayori's always talking about. Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Adam. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit. Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's going to think we're really strict or something. Ah, sorry, Natsuki. The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you. Working? Adam, don't tell me you're... That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club. Sayori's eyes light up. No way.
No way! Ah! Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey! Well, if Sayori is happy, then I'm sure it won't be so bad to have you around. Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can become an officially recognised club. I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate. What an appropriate day for that, isn't it? Yeah. After all, Natsuki decided to... Hey, don't ruin the surprise. Sorry. Everyone sit down at the table, okay? How about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate we used to make ears. So cute! Wow, those look amazing. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one first, then I follow. It's delicious! Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavour. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Well, of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? Don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Already trying to impress our new member, Yuri? That's not. Insulted, Yuri looks away. I mean, I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoyed tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. So, Adam, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking, after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favourites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me, and telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, I like a lot of things. Don't feel intimidated if you don't read much, okay? I'm certain we can find something that we have in common. Hey, Yuri! Huh? Well, about, the first thing he said. Manga? That's right. Natsuki tends to read manga in the club room. Don't just say it. For some reason, Natsuki seems embarrassed about it. Besides, manga is literature too, So, if Adam wants to read some of my manga, then don't try to stop him or anything. Natsuki? I wouldn't do such a thing. However, it could be also nice for us to diversify ourselves a little. He can take this opportunity to try something new as well. Wouldn't you agree, Adam? Maybe. Sensing the tension, Sayori jumps in. Maybe we can all try something new. I think it could be fun. And we'll all get to know each other a little better too. I mean, that's the kind of thing literature clubs do, right? I don't disagree or anything. Yeah, you're right as usual, President. Ha! Guess that means I should try picking up a novel or something, huh? Well, that would make 2 of us. I wouldn't mind doing it if I'm not the only one. Then, as for Yuri, I have to read manga? Jeez, you were the one who suggested we diversify. You should be a little more open-minded. It's kind of hurtful. Hurtful? I didn't realise. With a guilty expression, Yuri thinks to herself. I'm sorry for disrespecting your interest, Natsuki. If you're into it, then I'm sure it's a worthy form of literature. Are you just saying that? No, I've realised my error. So if you're willing to consider starting a novel, then I'll offer my gratitude by finding a manga to read as well. Really? I mean, it makes me happy that you do that for me, Yuri. You can trust me to find something that you'll really like, okay? Same here. Perhaps I'll visit the bookstore after the club meeting. Just you? Would you like to come along with me? If you don't mind. Not at all. I always go alone, so yeah, me too. This is so cute. Sayori, shut up. I'll show you some manga there too, okay? Yes. I look forward to it. Natsuki and Yuri start to clean up the food. I guess the meeting's over, huh? Yeah, looks like it. It's nice to see everyone getting along, isn't it? I think everyone likes you too, Adam. You think so? Well, everyone seems to get along a little better with you around, Sayori. Oh, Adam, don't say something like that. It's embarrassing. Well, whatever. I was surprised when you told me you were starting a club, but I think you're really pulling it off just fine. Sayori, we're going to make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is going to be so much fun. Hey, Adam, I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything. But the truth is, I already knew you were going to. There's actually some... Oh, fucking hell. The music stopped. I felt like a fucking shiver down my spine there. There's actually something else. Fuck's sake. I wanted to thank you for getting rid of Monica. Fucking hell. That's right. Is she fucking back? I bet she's in the fucking... She's not in the characters folder. That's right. Fucking hell, guys. I know everything that she did. Maybe it's because I'm the president now, but I really know everything, Adam. I know how hard you tried to make everyone happy. I know about all the awful things that Monica did to make everyone really sad. But none of that matters anymore. It's just us now. And you made me the happiest girl in the whole world. I can't wait to spend every day like this, with you. Forever and ever. Forever. Fun little puzzle. Eh? What's I won't let you hurt him. Who? It hurts. Ah. I'm sorry I was wrong. There's no happiness here after all. Goodbye, Sayori. Goodbye, Adam. Goodbye, Literature Club.
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not really any good at it yet, like at all.
Mm-hmm.
But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you because I worked really, really hard on it. So yeah. Where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today?
Well, there you go. It's deleting itself. It's going to delete the whole game, isn't it?
When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all?
Whoever this Dan Salvato is an unbelievably talented man.
Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality? If I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat, what do you call love?
I love that.
In your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
It is deleting everything, isn't it? Team Salvato seems to be one man, and what a guy. This is my final goodbye to the Literature Club. I finally understand. The Literature Club is truly a place where no happiness can be found. To the very end, it continued to expose innocent minds to a horrific reality. A reality that our world is not designed to comprehend. I can't let any of my friends undergo that same hellish epiphany. For the time it lasted, I want to thank you for making all of my dreams come true, for being a friend to all of the club members, and most of all, thank you for being a part of my Literature Club. With everlasting love, Monica. Holy and it's deleted the exe file. That was amazing. That was absolutely fantastic. That does feel... Is that the end? That feels that is the end. That's got to be the end. I'm not going to go back. Yeah, it's deleted the fucking exe file. What am I talking about? Holy fuck. That was so fucking rewarding. That was genuinely... The first couple of hours yesterday, I was like, fucking hell, this is going to be a slog. But that was a journey. I really, really loved that, guys. That's the end that I saw. Yeah, it's very clearly not a linear game. That was fucking brilliant. That was absolutely brilliant. I want to play it again because I imagine there's so much stuff I missed. I'd love to fuck with the files as it's playing, see what happens. Yeah, that was wonderful. I'm going to give it a play around with on my own. I won't be streaming any more of that. But that was... Genuinely, that was ridiculously fun. Guys, thank you. When that fucking won the Twitter poll yesterday, I was like, oh, here we go. Right, there's going to be something... Nominate some weird, grubby game, and it started out looking like that, but that was really brilliant. It feels like we've been on a journey together. So yeah, cheers for voting for that, guys, and thank you for staying tuned. I can't believe so many people watch this. I've had so much fun. Genuinely, that's been a highlight of the time in isolation, if that makes sense. I'll just check in case I missed anything while that was all going on, because I wasn't really paying much attention. Donna365, this has been a roller coaster man. Fantastic stream. Thank you so much. Cheers. I really enjoyed it. And I think... Oh, here we go. Piss and perms still don't work. Any juicy update on the wallet situation? It's in the kitchen. It was in a fucking shopping bag. Cancelled my cards. Ordered a new driving license. Blah, blah, blah. It's fine. At least it hasn't been stolen or anything. Yeah, it could be a lot worse. So I've just got to wait for new cards because they can't uncancel them. Otmayrand, I think it is. I'm sorry if I can't pronounce it. Thank you for your donations. Jazzy Bongo, I don't know if I mentioned earlier. Everyone, basically, thank you. Genuinely, this has been so much fun. Tomorrow, it's not going to be as fun as this was, but I'll be live streaming raw reactions on YouTube, youtube.com/cultaholic. And yeah, guys, all of my love. Thank you very much. Good night.